Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot shop. I'm going to be doing a new moon in Taurus reading this evening, and we're going to take a look at the energies for, I believe it's May 15th time frame for that full moon in Taurus, new moon in Taurus. Sorry. I was guided to specific decks for this reading, and I've got them all lined up over here, as you can see, and I will be taking them from the top to the bottom. As we go through the reading, they're going to be a different card for each one. So we're going to take a look at the energies. And as I was planning and getting the deck sorted, I started hearing that song. I think it's by Maroon. Yes, Maroon. It's called Sugar. The name of it is Sugar. I'll put a link below to it. So I will do that. I'm not going to sing it, try to sing it or say the lyrics or anything. But it started playing in my head. And so I will link that below the reading. So I feel it has some relevance for someone, or it may have more relevance throughout the reading. So let's see what comes up for everyone. I'm going to start the reading with the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And we're going to see what comes. And I don't have my card holder. I have it downstairs, so I'm going to be using my rose quartz, which is a beautiful chunk of rose quartz. It isn't finished. It's like rough edged on this side, but I'll be propping the cards up as we go along and then putting them down and going to the next placement. So I'm focusing on this new moon in Taurus, May 15th time frame. And my shop is now open again, so bear with me as I open and close my shop. So I will put a link to the shop below and to this reading below in case you'd want your own private reading. So yeah, and I'm not sure how long I'll be open. I'm just going with it. I'm learning to just go with the energy day by day. So not planning or anything. So when I need to close, I'll close again and reopen, and I'll let you know because I've been on YouTube pretty steadily. So I'll keep you posted on my opening and closing. If you go to the link and it is closed, so if you come to the reading late and you go to the link and it's closed, just click the button to be notified when I reopen, and then you'll know without having to come back and and see. So okay, so let's focus on May 15th's new moon, new moon in Taurus energy, and see what Spirit has for everyone. Okay, new moon in Taurus message for general, and we have, oh god, love that one, to the moon and back. And it reminds me of that, love you to the moon and back. And it is number 51. I will be reading from the booklets for this. It's just a short little, but it is a beautiful image. 51. Desires, wishes, longings. Look at this woman sitting on a swing shaped like the moon, which is kind of interesting. That song kind of has that energy. I'm hurting, baby. I'm broken down. I need your loving. I need it now. So that's kind of like a desire, a longing. She gazes longingly into the distance as if she would like to be somewhere else. Although her skirt is made out of feathers, she stays seated and does not fly away. This card speaks about strong desires. Sometimes we crave what we don't have. Instead of taking action, we remain passive and let our dreams fall unknown. Let the powerful magic of the moon reveal any unpredictable desires. So this moon, which is interesting, a moon card comes up because they're not all like that. The moon is definitely going to help bring up, it's going to reveal unpredictable desires. So maybe you feel like you've stifled a desire, or you've kind of numbed or dampened down a desire. You're going to see it reignited, I feel they're saying here. And it feels like soft. It doesn't feel like it's going to come like, it's just, and in that softness, it almost feels more powerful than like a rush or a fire or a flame type of energy. Like a heated rush or a heated passion. It feels softer, it feels more whimsical, it feels lighter, and it feels, but in that softness, it's more powerful. So there's a message in that as well. So yeah, very beautiful opening message. So let's get started. I'm going to go through the paces as they've had me. I got them already here. Some I may be reading from the book. Others I may not. The first one I'm definitely not. It's the energy for the I keep saying full moon. I mean the new moon. For the new moon energies, May 15th. Energies around you entering this new moon. And like I said, you may find yourself... interesting. And I love it because it's where I have an angel of love and the happy family. I feel a softness, and I feel a rekindling, a longing, a reconnection with feelings that you have maybe stifled, I'm getting, or numbed down, or just kind of turned down because of other things that you were dealing with, or just a feeling of overwhelmed. You've kind of like shelved it or backburnered it, and now I feel like a reconnection to those feelings and desires and a longing that you haven't allowed yourself. They're saying you have not allowed yourself to feel for a while. And this could be, of course, this could be romantical, and that is romantical, right? It could be romance, and it could be romanticizing something, but it could also be for yourself. And I feel that is almost stronger, and it could be the two combined. But as one comes back, it maybe starts with the other, and it could be something within yourself. A desire for something that you want to accomplish, or something that you want to do, or you want to learn, or you want to be or become, that you've turned down because it didn't fit in with what others were expecting of you, or you had other roles to play and other things to take care of, other responsibilities. So this can certainly be one or the other, or both combined. That this new moon, you're going to find maybe starting, reigniting. So, okay, let's get into the energies around you entering this new moon. What are the angels? What energies are around you? And then remember, this is a general reading. And we have Angel of Strength, 50, which is 5, which is interesting because 5 is the month of May. 5 is an important number here. 5 talks about challenges. 5 is a challenging number, but it's also a changeable. There is a change. You are in, I'm really being guided to the, actually 51. Okay, there was 5 in this card. They wanted me to look, which is 6. 51 is 6, but it's 5 first, and then the 1 which brings the change and harmony. Like 6 is more harmonious, 6 is more movable. It's more road open, but you have to go through the 5. They're saying you have to go through the change, but just know that you're strong enough. We have a very fiery energy here with the lion, the Leo, which represents Leos, of course, and it represents the fire signs. But it also represents courage. It's like the strength card for me in the tarot. So they're definitely saying you have the strength to go through this change, but change is upon you. Change is upon you, and it can be those first stirrings. It can be that first reconnection to that desire that, you realize you have to make a change. There is a change coming, and that you're needing to really fulfill that now. So it's definitely talking about that. But so they're saying there is a change. The energies around you, simply put, is there is a change around that you're going to have the ability, the strength to get through. And the change they're saying is going to make you stronger. So you're just gaining strength as you go. Even though you may feel challenged with the number 5 and the change that's upon you, you may feel, hey, this is different. This is different. I'm getting them saying, this is different. This feels different to me. Like, maybe you've turned it down and numbed it so long, you really haven't allowed yourself to feel it, and it feels different. It feels inspiring. It feels alive. I feel a sense of aliveness coming, alertness. I'm really tuning into the lion and its instincts, really connecting to an instinctual part of oneself. Maybe an animalistic instinct within, because now these are kind of becoming one. Like this animal's energy, animal instinct is now part of her, and her are the same. And these two are the same people. You can see she's got white on, she's got dark hair. So this is the same person. This is the same energy. So this is an animal instinct. It's really tuning in, and it's like, this is different. This is feeling different to you, but you're challenged to connect to it, and you are changing into connecting to that energy, if that makes sense. So this is the energy that's around you in this new moon time frame. Okay, healing that this moon will bring. And I may do a bit of reading from the booklet. We're going to see what comes up. If it feels explanatory or intuitive, I will. If I feel like I want to read, I will. It's always going with that feeling that comes. So healing that this moon will bring for everyone. New moon and Taurus healing. Spirit, what healing will it bring? Oh, there we go. Letting go. Oh my gosh. 26. So, the fear of letting go, the fear of change. When we let go, we have to change. We're changing something. We're releasing the past. We're letting maybe a job go, a person go, a situation go. We're letting a feeling go. Maybe we're letting a desire go. And there's fears around that. You know, that is again a change. So this is what is healing. I am going to read from the booklet because I feel like I want to do that in this moment. Feels like a very big death card. It feels like when I look at it and tune into the image of it, you can see it feels like Scorpio. It feels like the death card in the tarot to me. So it can be the fear of the unknown. You know, not just letting go so much, but I'm really feeling grief. Yeah, I may not really need to read from the book because this is really taking me to the true heart of this when I allow myself to tune into the image. And there's a message in that too as well. Don't always go by the face value of something. Go tune into what it's telling you. Give yourself a moment to feel into something as well. Okay, there's a healing in that too. Like, again, it's a sense of not reacting to things, not to react quickly to things. Don't make a harsh decision or judgment on something. Okay, so what is healing is grief. Could be, you know, a loss of someone in your life, family member. It could be a loss of a relationship. The losses that we go through. It's a natural process of life. It's the natural changes, you know. The ones we don't like to see coming, right? We don't like to see a loved one pass. We don't want to deal with that grief. We don't want to see our lives change in that big way, you know, that big pivotal way, because this 5 is now feeling pretty big. It's a pivotal change. There's no going back. Like, once a death occurs, you can't replace that person's soul essence to that particular body, right? You have to learn how to connect to that energy, to that loved one in a different way, in a different form. Okay, so there's a new learning process. It's not that person, but that person, how they showed up in this life has changed. So this is pretty deep, big energies, and this is a general reading, so I'm not going to go into that deeply. But this is talking about grief for me. This is what it's going to heal. This moon is going to heal grief. It's going to heal sorrow. It's going to heal the death energies, the unknown, all of these things. And for everyone, because this is a general reading, this can be different in different ways. But it's in those letting goes of those bigger pivotal moments in our lives where we can't go back again. We're not going back to that. You know, you just simply can't. It's impossible to go back. So whatever that represents for you, whether it's a physical death, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, you just know there is no going back to that. There's just not. So it's in that. Okay. And I feel for some, this is going to be downright grief. You're healing grief. What is hidden at this time? And the fairies, and they're kind of chuckling because they knew we needed a lightening up. So the fairies are kind of very lighthearted. They're not, I don't want to say tricksters, but in a fun way, right? So it's like they needed to lighten the mood, and that's why we went with this. So I kind of love that. So they're like, that's why we picked the fairies for this one. What is hidden at this time? So the fairies are kind of playing hide and seek with us, and they want to show us what may be hidden at this time, but in a lighthearted way. I feel a lot of lighthearted energy here. Okay, so 2 fell out and I'm going to take it. And there is a business venture in summer energy. Now, it's pinpointing a time frame. So they're saying something hidden is that something's coming for those that are guided in the summer time frame. This is one message that's coming through, just pretty loud and clear and basic, that there's a business venture coming. There's an opportunity for maybe a job, a career, advancement, finances, an idea, creative project. There is definitely that energy. It says trust and follow through on a business idea or career opportunity. So there's definitely an opportunity coming that's hidden from you right now, and it's coming in the summertime. Summertime is, of course, June 21st to, I think, September 21st, something like that. So in that time frame, this is hidden. And right now, the summer energy also for me is very fiery. It's very passionate. So you may be feeling, because you're going through healing grief and finding yourself in the midst of a change, you don't have a lot of passion. You don't maybe not have a lot of energy. And you're not really seeing a lot of opportunity perhaps in this moment. But just know that that's there. It's just hidden from you right now. But as a literal message, there is an opportunity, a business opportunity or some sort of opportunity coming to you that's going to be very advantageous to you in the summertime. Doors that this new moon will open. And we have Ganesha, or Ganesh, or however you want to say it. Everybody says it a little differently, and I love, love, love it. Okay, I love how they lightened up the energy, because it was heavy. So, and it's sort of how life is. You know, we go through those heavier periods, and then there's new life, right? And so it's that new energy to look forward to. Doors that this new moon will open. Ganesh, what do you want to tell us? Oh, it came out rather quick. Insight, 26. Now, that's the second 26 we got. So that may be an important number for some, which is, of course, 8. And 8 is all about abundance. And I want to see, Ganesh, I want to read. Insight is, it looks like the blue. I see blue roses. And it is throat chakra energy to me, for sure. I want to see what it says, though. I feel like I do want to read this. Your inner compass knows the key to your true happiness. So, Ganesha is focusing attention to your third eye chakra. He is acknowledging that you are in a phase where you can grow and expand your consciousness. Okay, it is the third eye, but I'm just really focused on the blue. It looks very blue to me, and the rose. So the blue rose is going to be important for some. I still feel the throat chakra is coming up. And again, it's that thing where you want to go with what you're getting, regardless of what the booklet says or what anyone says. There's an underlying message here you can kind of see for you to kind of tune into something yourself. You know, the feeling that you're getting from something yourself, regardless of what's being presented to you. Okay, kind of let that sink in for some. So the rose here, the blue rose is a symbol. It's saying third eye. I'm feeling throat chakra. Okay. You can expand your conscious. Intuition is the voice of spirit and soul. It can be heard when you are in a state of calm. You have the ability to tune into a strong, clear connection. The guidance you receive from the divine can always be trusted. Doors at new moons open. So you're going to be able to tune into what's true for you, because it's talking about trusting a situation. You can expand your consciousness. Your intuitive insights you receive speak to you about things that directly affect your life, relationships, and personal process. You may find that your intuition grows and becomes clearer the more you tune in and follow it, which is kind of what I'm saying about, you know, listening to what Spirit is telling you, regardless of what the first appearance of something is. So that's growing for you, and that's the doors it's opening. An ability to know what's true for you, and an ability to fine tune into trusted sources of information. You know, like you're it's sort of like they're showing me like picking apples. You kind of intuitively go to the apple, you know,